Hi, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Melanie and I am here to do a Project Pan update. I have a 2025 Project Pan and it consists of 100 skincare products. I started it on January 1st of 2025 and I intended to do an update every 2 months, and here we are at the end of June, halfway through 2025, which I don't know how that's possible, and I'm here doing my first update. My main reason is we moved. We had been looking for a new house for years, at least 3 years, possibly more. We wanted to stay in the town we're in, and we were just looking to upgrade in like bedroom size, square footage, to be more in a neighborhood, those kind of things. And our town, it's competitive here in Massachusetts, as it is across a lot of the country, from what I understand. And it was just, we were being outbid and we would lose out and stuff. And then it all worked out. We moved in on the end of April and we've been getting really settled and unpacking. There's still boxes in the basement, of course, because it's only been April, May, June, like actually just a little over 2 months. So my Project Pan, well, I've been doing it all along and like tracking it and everything. I haven't done the update video. So I'm just gonna do a 6-month update. I'm not gonna break down what I finished in January, February, March, and April, blah, blah, blah. Just let's talk about what I finished in this 6-month period. Okay, so this is gonna be pretty quick. I have about 15 to 20 minutes to film before I have to leave to pick up the kids from summer camp, 2 of the big kids. And I can get the whole update done because honestly, in this 6 month, I haven't had huge accomplishments, which is fine, but I'll give you the update now. So I started with 100 skincare products for the year of 2025, and there was 9 categories: cleansers, toners, essences, serums, moisturizers, face masks, SPF, eye products, and other ones that just didn't fit into one of those categories. So I'm gonna go through each category and let you know how many I started with and how many I finished from it. So my first one is cleansers. Yeah, I started with 14 and I finished 0 in this 6 months. I did pick out like which ones I've been focusing on. So I have prioritized my oldest one, which is the Live Botanical Nourishing Cleansing Oil. It doesn't feel like it's near empty, but I haven't like used it consistently for 6 months. What I do is I look at the 14 that I have, and normally I try to use each of them 2 times, and then I try to use this one like for all the rest. So if I used 14 of them 2 times each, right, that would be about like 28. And then I try to do the other 30-ish days of the 2-month period that I do them. I try to use this. But then I get Beauty Heroes boxes, and it like, then I'm like using the cleanser to test it out and everything. So, you know, things happen. But my main focus is the Live Botanical Nourishing Cleansing Oil. But I didn't want to be where I have in previous Project Pans where I like focused on one product and then neglected all the others. I don't do that anymore. And then last year I like used them all in rotation, so I barely finished a lot because I was like using them but never really focusing on one. So this year I'm doing a hybrid where I'm still touching all the products but also putting more emphasis on the oldest one, if that makes sense. There is a method to my madness, as I say. So yep, started with 14 cleansers and I'm still at 14 cleansers. Next up is toners. I started with 3 and I have not finished any. I've been very consistently using this Inlight Floral Tonic. It's very large and you just shake it out. It has like this kind of top, like a little thing. So you just shake it out and you get, actually I'm gonna do some of my skincare while we're here because I took my shower recently and I didn't do my skincare after, so I might as well apply it while we're here. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and my skin felt like a little dry because I hadn't done my skincare. So this is feeling really light. So I have, I'm pretty confident that this will be finished in this Project Pan and I'll be able to move on to the next one in my lineup. So started with 3 toners, have finished 0. All right, essences. I started with 8 essences and I have finished 2. So the 2 that I have finished are the Live Botanical Desert Horizon Mist. So this one was finished. Sorry, I'm throwing it in my empty bin because I have to do an empties video at some point too. And then my other one is the Live Botanical Solar Return Revitalizing Essence. Obviously a smaller size, but I finished that one too. So I did have 2 empties from my Essence category. And now the main essence I am using, which I'm going to use right now, is the Live Botanical Neroli Hydra Mist. This might have been, I didn't want to open my mouth while I was doing that because I would just be like eating it. This feels pretty light. This is Best by August 2025, so it's actually not expired, which is great because so much of my skincare products are. This one was probably either from last summer or spring, so I just wanted to use it because I wanted to smell the neroli. I've used one like that before, the same one, the same scent, and I really liked it. So I'm just, when I finished those other Live Botanical ones, I just went to that, even though it was not my oldest. So that's the one I'm focusing on now, and that will probably be the next one. In the category where I was telling you about all the variation I did with the cleansers, I don't do that with the toners. With the toners, I just use one because there's only 3 in the category, so I don't feel like the need to rotate through. I'm good with using one and using that one daily. Same thing with essences, other than when I get a Beauty Heroes box, and it might, if there's an essence, I'll dabble with that throughout the month, you know, of the Beauty Heroes box, but I'm using the one essence daily. So I should have more success in those categories probably, since I'm using just like one product consistently, if it makes sense. All right, serums. I started with 25 serums and I have finished 2. One of them, wait till you see this lovely bottle. This is super old. This one, do I even have the expiration date? I don't know when it expired because I took that information away. It's probably a good thing. Like, look at the cap. It's like got stuff stuck to it. It's like all grody. But I finished this Chicky Botanical Serene Serum. This was old. I swear I got this maybe from like a Petit Vorbox years ago. But it seemed good and nice the whole time, so I don't know. So I finished Chicky Botanica, and my other serum, which is small, but I finished, is the Osmia Brighten little guy. But that would be one that I would like take on vacation and stuff, so I finished that. So 2 serums finished. Again, with the serum category, I focus on the 18 open serums I have now. And I'll use each one once in the 2-month period, and then I'll focus on my main, like my oldest one, which is, where am I with my serums? Oh yeah, did I put it in here? No, I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't grab it. It's the Live Botanical Temperate Forest Restoring Complex. That's the one I've been focusing on most. And now I can't put my serum on because I didn't bring it out. Oh well, I'll be okay without the serum this time. So that's the one I'm focusing on because it is my oldest. So 2 empties in that category. All right, next up is moisturizers. I started with 24 moisturizers in the Project Pan, and I have finished 1. Actually, that's not true. I finished 2. Let me correct myself. I finished the Live Botanical Rooted Balancing Balm. Still smells nice, but finally finished that one. That was around for a long time. And then very recently I finished the Ambient Moisture Liquid from Live Botanical, and I love this moisturizer. This is like one that I haven't repurchased a new one for a while, but I love this product, and it is like a product that I have continuously repurchased over the years. I probably will hold off for now until I get my moisturizer category under more control, because I know that hopefully, you know, should still be making them over time. But I did finish this just recently, and I love this one. So now that that's done, my next oldest one, okay, so my oldest one is actually the True Botanical Sleep Mask. I make myself use it, but I really don't want to like use it daily. I don't like it, and that's one that I wouldn't be heartbroken if it spoiled. I'm not going to just dump it because I'll still use it, but it's not going to be one I'm going to prioritize finishing just because I don't love it. Or I sort of dislike it, so it's not a priority to me. So the next oldest one, now that I finished the Ambient Moisture Liquid, is the Henné Illumine Face Oil, and I need to put some on. So I'm just gonna do that now. So I am going to be prioritizing this one. So similar to the other categories that have a lot of items, since I started with 24 in this category, now I have 22, right? Since I started with 24, I finished 2. I'll like start the 2-month period because I do it in 2-month chunks. And I will use each moisturizer once and I'll like check it off. So you can see here, I put like the date and then I highlight it when I've used it and then I move on. But then the one that I'm using the most, like the oldest one, I'll use a bunch of times. So that's my little nerdy process. So that is that. Next up we have, what do we have here? Eye cream. All right, I started with 5 eye creams and I finished 1. I didn't grab the one I'm consistently using. Gold Fat and MD. This was little and I finished it. And now I am using the Oil Lab Eye Contour. I use that one pretty much every single night unless I don't put it on for some reason. So that is my daily, or rather nightly, eye product at this point. I would imagine it's pretty low because I feel like I've been using it a long time. Okay, next up is face masks. So similar to one of the other categories, the moisturizers where I said like I don't want to use the oldest one because I don't like it and it's not a priority. That's how I feel in the face mask category. So I did not finish any face masks in the 6 months. I don't face mask a lot, or I don't mask a lot. It's like on my mental to-do list to mask more, but I'm still working on it. There's just always stuff I'm working on. With raising 4 children and having done a move and still unpacking, face masks are not my top priority. But I will say there are a few that I feel like I've kind of been like loosely focusing on when I've used them. These are my like, after the one I don't love, which is a Cocoa Kind turmeric stick. It's like really old. I have been focusing on the Blue Alchemy masks, which I love these so much. I think these are some of the best masks I've ever used. You might be able to see I've used a large like percentage of it. They smell delicious and they've lasted a lot longer than their expiry date. And you can see like I think I'll be able to finish these for sure. Although I like honestly in a way don't want to because these are beautiful masks. I will miss them, but hopefully in the future someday if I get my stuff under control, these are like masks that I would definitely buy again. Highly recommend them. Love them. They smell good. They're beautiful. Love them. And then the other one I've kind of focused on has been this Blosoma Loving Recovery Beta Glucan Mask. You know, there's still a decent amount left in there, but this is one I've kind of like prioritized as well. This one actually expires in August 2025, so unlike the other two I just showed you, this one is still fresh. All right, that is my masks. I finished 0 masks in this category, sadly. Okay, SPF. I started with 5 sunscreens and I finished 2 in this category, which is good. I finally finished this little Earthwise Beauty, who is now no longer a business, Farazad's Veil Sun Reflector. I finished that one. It was a little one. It was like a powder and you mix it with an oil to make a sunscreen. Way too much effort for me, but I did finish it up, so that's good. And then fairly recently, I finished the True Botanicals Skin Barrier Sun Shield. I liked the sunscreen a lot. I liked it. It was like, it's like a mousse. It's kind of like a mousse consistency. That's like sort of what it looks like. It was a little bit tinted. But yeah, that's all finished up. I'm like, I hate when I can still see a little bit in there, but you know what? Sometimes with these things, I just like leave them upside down for days and days into a canister. I get what I can get out of them. Then I try with like a little makeup spatula to scoop out what I can. And I'm like, all right, I did my due diligence of getting what I could. But this one expired, I think in February. There was an expiration date, but it looks like it like rubbed off, which probably isn't good. They should probably make it so it can't rub off. But I finished that. So the main sunscreen I'm using right now on my face it's a little small Le Prunier Plum Screen. I really like that sunscreen. I think it goes on great. There's 0 white cast. It moisturizes in well. I think it's a great sunscreen. When I finish that, I'm gonna move to the Indie Lee Daily SPF Primer because that's what I have for the face. So I already have it lined up. And the Le Prunier is a little small tube. It's like the size of my finger and like almost that wide. And I've already used like half of it. So I should be done with that probably like maybe this week. And so next time I should hopefully have that as an empty. And then lastly, I have 3 products that I haven't finished. They're in the other category. It's like the Inlight Neck Firming Serum, the Live Botanical Desert Horizon Antioxidant Concentrate, which is something you can like add to moisturizers if you want. Probably you can use alone as well. And then the Osmia Nectar, which is, I kind of forget what it is. I need to look at that again. Those are 3 that I have barely used, to be honest with you. So out of 100, I have finished 9 products, which in 6 months is not very impressive. So I was like, it's okay that I haven't done an update for 6 months, because I can't imagine that the updates I did, if I had done them every 2 months, would be pretty anticlimactic, given that I've only finished 9 out of 100 in 6 months. It is what it is. I love the process of it. As you can see, like I really enjoy, like today is June 30th. So like now I will get to take this document and I will delete the ones that I finished off it. And I will like start with a fresh Word document, and everything will be nice and clean. And because I always like drip like makeup products on this and stuff. But I just like really love the process of it. I really enjoy doing a project pan. I almost feel like I wouldn't know how to like not do one, because I love like tracking it and stuff. And I like sharing it with you guys, even though it's been months since I haven't done the updates, but I still am really happy right now to be doing this with you. So I do aim to do an update in 2 months, but I aimed for it this time and I did it in 6 months. So, you know, that was kind of special circumstances. So I really am wanting to like get back in the groove of making videos and stuff. But summer's busy now, you know, with like going away. We go on like a few trips each summer, which is so nice. And I'm still unpacking, and we're still like haven't really hung a lot of pictures. I did all the curtains and all the bedrooms, so we've done those. And we're working on the curtains for the downstairs now. And yeah, we're still like putting up pictures and kind of figuring out with stuff. So little by little, it's a process. I completely underestimated how much work it would be moving from one house with 4 children, you know, into a new house. When my husband and I got our previous house, we were just about to be married. So we were like 2 people that were like in our early 30s. Now it's, you know, we had that house for 8 years. And we had no kids then, and it proves it's a lot harder to move and do anything and accomplish anything when you have 4 little kids running around, just in case you didn't know that. I feel like I should have been more mentally prepared for how much work it was going to be, but it just surprised me. But I can say we've only been here 2 months, and like if you were to look around, looks very like normal. I mean, I have like a picture of the kids on my bureau over there that's supposed to at some point hang over our bed. So maybe like this 4th of July weekend, we'll get it hung up. You know, we just try to cross things off little by little. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, found it helpful. Please click the subscribe button if you'd like to be alerted for when the next video comes out. I would love to chat with you in the comments below. I miss you guys. I love interacting with you all about beauty products and stuff. And even if you want to be like, oh my gosh, your inventory is crazy, or you shouldn't use expired products. I know. But I love chatting with you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.